I'm the man from 20. Kindly form a queue. Those who do remember, let me look at you. Yes, I'm the man from 20, and I've yet to see his face. A burger from the takeaway, and it's back to his place. They've got his old piano here, and someone played a tune, and someone sang along with them, and we danced around the room. Yes, I'm the man from 20. I've been me for a year. Teary eyes and silence, and I deaden it with beer. Once he came a-knocking, he didn't have a key. Of course I was busy shopping when he needed me. Oh, I hate dancing sober, 'cause I feel like such a fool. I'm a Liverpool loafer, and they say I must be cool. Mary calls at midnight, and there's flour on her hands. She talks of tiny babies, angels in the sand. Michael's on his bicycle, he says he saw our kid, and Jimmy trims the hedges as she watches from the bed. And Minnie's at the innie, and letters for the Queen, and collars shaped like roundabouts are the things I've seen. And early in the mornings, ladies come to stare. Ginny puts her pinny on, and she says he isn't here. Yes, I'm the man from 20. Kindly form a queue. Those who do remember, let me look at you.
When I was a young man, I carried me pack, and I lived the free life of the rover. From the Murray's green basin to the dusty outback, I waltzed my Matilda all over. Then in 1915, me country said, son, it's time to stop rambling, there's work to be done. So they gave me a tin hat, and they gave me a gun, and they sent me away to the war. And the band played a waltzing Matilda when the ship pulled away from the quay. And amid all the tears, flag waving and cheers, we sailed off for Gallipoli. Oh, it's well I remember that terrible day when our blood stained the sand and the water, and how in that hell they called Suvla Bay we were butchered like lambs at the slaughter. Johnny Turk, he was ready, he'd primed himself well. He rained us with bullets, and he showered us with shell. And in 5 minutes flat, we were all blown to hell. He nearly blew us back home to Australia. And the band played a waltzing Matilda when we stopped to bury our slain. Well, we buried ours, and the Turks buried theirs. Then it started all over again. Oh, those that were living just tried to survive in that mad world of blood, death and fire. And for 10 weary weeks I kept myself alive, while around me the corpses piled higher. Then a big Turkish shell knocked me arse overhead, and when I awoke in me hospital bed and saw what it had done, I wished I was dead. I never knew there was worse things than dying. On a more I'll go waltzing, Matilda, all around the green bush far and near, for the hump tent and pegs a man needs both legs. No more waltzing, Matilda, for me. They collected the wounded, the crippled, the maimed, and they shipped us back home to Australia. The armless, the legless, the blind and the insane, those proud wounded heroes of Suvla. And when the ship pulled into Circular Quay, I looked at the place where me legs used to be, and thank Christ there was no one there waiting for me to grieve and to mourn and to pity. And the band played waltzing, Matilda, when they carried us down the gangway. Oh, nobody cheered, they just stood there and stared. Then they turned all their faces away. Oh, now, every April, I sit on my porch and I watch the parade pass before me. I see my old comrades, how proudly they march, renewing their dreams of past glories. I see the old men, all tired, stiff and worn, those weary old heroes of a forgotten war. And the young people ask, what are they marching for? And I ask myself the same question. And the band plays waltzing, Matilda, and the old men still answer the call. But year after year, the numbers get fewer. Someday no one will march there at all. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, who'll come a waltzing Matilda with me? And the ghost may be heard as they march by the billabong. So who'll come a waltzing Matilda with me?
As I rode out through Galway town to seek for recreation on the 17th of August, me mind being elevated, there were multitudes assembled with their tickets at the station, and me eyes began to dazzle, and they going to see the races. To me back, call the Duke, call the Dinnery Idle. There were passengers from Limerick and passengers from Neenah, passengers from Dublin and sportsmen from Tipperary. There were passengers from Kerry and all quarters of the nation, and our member Mr. Haughty fought to join the Galway Blazers. Timmy Wack, Paul the Duke, Paul the Dinnery Idle. There were were multitudes from Arran and members from New Quayshore, the boys of Connemara and the Clare unmarried maidens, people from Cork City who were loyal, true and faithful. They brought home the Fenian prisoners from dying in foreign nations. Timmy whack, fall the dew, fall the diddly idle And it's there you see confectioners with sugar sticks and dainties, the lozenges and oranges, the lemonade and raisins, gingerbread and spices to accommodate the ladies, and the big blue bean for thruppence to be sucking while you're able. Timmy whack, fall the dew, fall the diddly idle And it's there you see the gamblers, the pindles and the garters, and the sporting wheel of fortune with the 4 and 20 quarters. There was others without scruple pelting what was at poor Maggie, and our daddy well contented to be gawking at his daughter. Timmy whack, fall the dew, fall the diddly idle And it's there you see the pipers and the fiddlers competing, the nimble for the dancers and the tripping on the daisies. There was others shouting cigars and lights and bills for all the races, with the colours of the jockey and the price and horses' ages. Timmy whack, fall the dew, fall the diddly idle And it's there you see the jockeys, and they mounted on so stately, the pink, the blue, the orange and green, the emblem of our nation. When the bell was rung for starting, all the horses seemed impatient. I thought they never stood on ground, the speed was so amazing. Timmy whack, fall the dew, fall the diddly idle There was 500,000 people there of all denominations, the Catholic, the Protestant, the Jew and Presbyterian. There was yet no animosity, no matter what persuasion, but voyage and hospitality, inducing Mr. Paisley. Timmy whack, fall the dew, fall the diddly idle